Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are feeling good today. Are you ready to learn something new? If you want to speak English easily, with confidence, and naturally, then today's lesson is for you. Today, I will teach you something very important. I will teach you how to think in English. This is one of the most important steps to speak English well. Sometimes, when we want to say something in English, we first think in our own language. Then we try to translate that into English. This takes time. We stop. We feel nervous. Sometimes we make mistakes. This is normal. But we can change this. What if you can stop translating in your mind? What if you can think directly in English? Yes, it is possible. You can train your brain to think in English. There are 4 easy steps to do this. If you follow these steps, you will speak English faster and with more confidence. Before we start, please subscribe to my channel if you are new here. This way, you will not miss any of our English lessons. Let's begin the first step to think in English. Stage 1. Think in verbs. Action words. The first thing we learn is how to think about actions. These are called verbs. Verbs are action words like eat, walk, talk, run, cook, sleep. They tell us what is happening. Why do we start with verbs? Because every day we see many actions around us. If we can think about these actions in English, we can start building sentences in our mind. Let's take an example. Imagine you are walking in a park. You see many people. Some are running. Some are talking. A dog is chasing a ball. Someone is feeding birds. All these actions use verbs: run, talk, chase, feed. Now your job is to watch the world and name the actions in English. You can do this anywhere. You don't have to be in a famous place. You can be at a bus stop, at a traffic light, in a shop, or even at home. For example, on a busy street, you might see someone walking fast. Maybe someone is riding a bicycle. A child is laughing. Try to think, walk, ride, laugh. What if you are at home and there is not much happening? You can still practice. You can use pictures. Look at a photo of a picnic. What are the people doing? Maybe they are eating, playing, relaxing, or you can imagine something. Imagine you are in the kitchen. You are cooking. You are cleaning. You are washing dishes. All these are actions. You can think, cook, clean, wash. Here is a useful tip. Take 5 to 10 minutes every day. Pick a place. Look around. Try to name every action in English. At first it may be slow, but with practice, your brain will get faster. This is how you start to think in English. Stage 2. Think in nouns. Name everything you see. Now that you can think about actions, it's time to learn how to think about things. These are called nouns. Nouns are the names of people, places, and objects. Everything you see has a name. If you can name things in English, you can describe your world. Let's take another example. Imagine you are in Sydney, Australia. You are near the Sydney Opera House. You look around. What do you see? You see a big building, you see water, you see boats, you see people. These are nouns: building, water, boat, people. You can practice nouns anywhere. If you go to a market, you can name the fruits, vegetables, spices, people. Say, mango, tomato, chili, cellar. Even if you are sitting in your room, you can look around. Say, table, chair, book, laptop. Another good way is to look inside your bag. What do you have? Maybe a phone, a wallet, some keys. These are all nouns. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Soon your brain will start to name things in English without thinking in your own language. Here is another tip. Every day, look around you. Try to name everything in English. Do this at home, outside, or when you travel. For example, if you visit a city like Barcelona, you can name buildings, bicycles, cafes, tourists. Every time you name something in English, you are training your brain. You are one step closer to fluency. Now that you have learned how to think in verbs, actions, and nouns, names, you are ready to go to the next step. This step is very important because it helps you speak more clearly. Let's move to the next stage. Stage 3. Think in sentences. Put words together. When you know verbs and nouns, you can start making sentences. A sentence is a group of words that gives a full idea. For example, the dog is running. She is eating lunch. I am reading a book. These are simple sentences. They have a subject, like I, she, dog, a verb, like running, eating, reading, and sometimes a noun, like lunch, book. Let's try one together. Imagine you are sitting in a park in Toronto, Canada. What do you see? A family is having a picnic. Children are playing with a ball. Birds are flying in the sky. These are short, clear sentences. They describe the things you see. They are easy to say and easy to understand. Here's another example. Imagine you are near the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin, Germany. Tourists are taking photos. Some people are listening to a guide. Others are looking at a map. Now you are not just saying words. You are putting the words together to describe real life. This is very helpful when you want to speak English in daily life. Let's take a simple activity. Making tea. You can practice like this. I am boiling water. I am putting a tea bag in the cup. I am pouring hot water. I am waiting for 2 minutes. I am drinking tea. These are real, useful sentences. You can use this idea with any activity. Cooking, cleaning, walking, shopping. You can also try to describe what others are doing. My sister is talking on the phone. My friend is doing homework. The cat is sleeping on the sofa. Here's a useful tip. Every day, take 10 to 15 minutes to describe what is happening around you using short sentences. You don't need to speak out loud. You can just think in your head. For example, if you are in a cafe, the waiter is serving coffee. A man is reading the newspaper. 2 women are talking and smiling. If you don't see many people, that's okay. You can use your imagination. Think of a place you know well or a photo you like. Make sentences about it. Let's do a little practice together. Imagine you are in a shopping mall. People are walking from shop to shop. A woman is looking at clothes. A boy is eating ice cream. Music is playing in the background. See how easy that is? You are now thinking in English sentences. Over time, when you do this every day, your brain gets faster. You will start to think in English without stopping or translating from your first language. Here is another fun idea. Watch a short video or a movie scene without subtitles. Then, pause it and say what is happening in the scene using English sentences. For example, the man is driving a car. He is talking to his friend. They are laughing. Even if you don't understand everything, you can still describe the actions you see. This builds your sentence-making skill and helps your English speaking. Now let's move on to the final stage. Stage 4. Think in paragraphs. Tell a full story. When you are good at making simple sentences, it's time to make paragraphs. A paragraph is a group of sentences that go together. It tells a full idea or story. For example, imagine you are visiting the Great Wall of China. Let's make a paragraph. I am standing on the Great Wall. The view is beautiful. I see mountains everywhere. The wall is very long. Many people are walking and taking pictures. I can feel the wind. I hear people speaking different languages. The sun is shining and it feels warm. See? This is a short paragraph. It gives more detail. It has many sentences that all talk about the same thing. You can also describe everyday places. Let's try with a market in Istanbul, Turkey. The market is busy and full of people. I can smell spices and food. There are many colors everywhere. A man is selling tea. Some tourists are taking pictures. The sound of people talking and laughing fills the air. Or maybe you are at home in your kitchen. I am cooking dinner. I am making rice and vegetables. The water is boiling. I am cutting onions and tomatoes. The smell is very nice. I can hear music from the radio. This kind of thinking helps you speak longer and more naturally in English. You are now not only saying short sentences, but also telling a full story. Here is a great exercise you can do. Every night, before going to sleep, try to think about your day in English. Think in a paragraph. You can say it or write it down. For example, today I woke up early. I had breakfast with my family. Then I went to work. I had a meeting with my team. In the evening, I watched a movie. It was a good day. This is how you practice the final stage, thinking in full paragraphs. Now, let's bring everything together and review what we've learned so far. You have taken some very big steps in your English learning journey. You now know how to think in English using 4 easy stages. Let's go over them again. 1. Think in verbs. Start by noticing actions around you and naming them in English. Run, eat, walk, talk, cook, clean. 2. Think in nouns. Look at people, places, and things. Name them in English: chair, table, man, bus, apple, sky. 3. Think in sentences. Begin to connect verbs and nouns. The dog is barking. The girl is reading a book. I am cooking lunch. 4. Think in paragraphs. Put many sentences together to tell a full story or describe a scene. What you see, what is happening, how you feel. Each of these stages helps you move closer to speaking English fluently. You do not need to translate from your native language. Instead, your thoughts begin in English. And that makes speaking much easier and faster. But you may ask, why is this method so powerful? Here's why. When you translate from your own language into English, your brain has to do more work. You pause, you get nervous, and sometimes you say the wrong words. But when you train your brain to think in English, you don't have to stop and translate. You just speak. Let's take a real-life example. Imagine you are in a job interview. The interviewer says, "Tell me about a problem you solved at work." If you are thinking in your native language, you will pause and try to translate the words. But if you think in English, you can start talking right away. One time, my team had a deadline. We worked together and finished the project on time. I helped my team by staying late and checking all the details. This is clear, simple English, and it sounds confident. It's the same for everyday life. Let's say you are in a restaurant. The waiter asks, "What would you like to eat?" If you are thinking in English, you don't have to stop. You can say, "I would like some chicken with rice, please, and a glass of water." You feel more natural, you feel more confident, and people understand you better. So, how can you practice all this in your daily life? Let me give you 5 simple exercises that you can do every day to improve your ability to think in English. 1. Daily observation exercise. Every day, spend 10 to 15 minutes looking at your surroundings. Try to describe everything you see in English. For example, you are in the kitchen. The water is boiling. I am washing the dishes. The cat is sitting on the floor. Even if you are just sitting on the sofa, think, the TV is on. I am drinking coffee. The room is quiet. Do this every day, and your brain will start using English naturally. 2. Picture practice. Take any photo, from a magazine, from your phone, or from the internet. Look at it carefully. Now describe everything in English. What is happening? What do you see? How do the people feel? For example, a picture of a beach. The sand is white. Children are playing. People are swimming. A boat is in the water. Try to speak or write full sentences, and even a paragraph if you can. 3. Write a simple journal. At the end of your day, write 4 to 5 sentences about what you did. You don't need long or difficult words. Example: today I woke up at 7 a.m. I ate breakfast and went to work. I had lunch with a friend. In the evening, I watched a movie. It was a good day. This helps you practice verbs, nouns, and sentences all at once. 4. Talk to yourself. You don't always need a partner to speak English. You can talk to yourself. Pick a topic and speak about it in English for 2 to 3 minutes. For example, my favorite food, my weekend plan, my family, my dream job. This exercise builds confidence and helps you speak without fear. 5. Set a thinking challenge. Every day, choose a time, maybe when walking, sitting, or waiting, and think only in English for 5 minutes. For example, while waiting for the bus. The bus is coming. People are waiting in line. I am feeling a little tired. I see a man with a dog. This short thinking time makes a big difference over weeks and months. Now let's talk about your mindset. Learning English takes time and practice. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to speak like a native speaker. You just need to keep going. Every day you practice thinking in English, you are getting better. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to speak slowly. It's okay to forget words sometimes. What matters is that you keep trying. Every little step, every word, every sentence helps you grow. It's like learning to ride a bicycle. At first, it feels hard, but then one day, you're riding freely without thinking. It's the same with English. One day, you will realize, I'm thinking in English without trying. And that will be a beautiful moment. So, are you ready to take the next step? Start today. Pick one of the 4 stages: verbs, nouns, sentences, or paragraphs, and practice for just 5 to 10 minutes. Do this every day. Be patient. Be kind to yourself, and you will see progress. Thank you so much for joining me in today's lesson. I hope you learned something useful and feel inspired to practice more. If you enjoyed this lesson, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you never miss a new lesson. There's much more to come. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.